Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder.
It is your favourite nursery rhyme?
Yeah.
Nursery rhymes, how could you forget them? They're ingrained inside us. We hear them from the day we're born, and I know more than ever right now because my niece has a lovely one-year-old child and we're babysitting him on a regular basis, and we recite over and over again nursery rhymes. Back when I was a dad, we didn't have Baby Shark, and I even know that one these days. It's hard to forget that one as well. So if you want to know what's going on, this is Hypnotic Amnesia. And inside, I'm going to be showing you a street hypnosis clip that you saw there in full. I'm going to break that down, talking about things like embedded suggestions, talking about hypnotic loops, and just demonstrating hypnosis and hypnotic amnesia. So if that sounds good, keep watching and find out how. Hi there, my name's Turan Mirza. I'm a hypnotist and clinical hypnotherapist, and well, I'm outside. At last, it's the 2nd of April. I'm shooting this video for the 3rd of April release on a Sunday morning, and well, I was going to shoot a video last week outside, but people started to cut the grass next door and it was a bit of a racket. So hopefully if I stay quiet, you can just hear the beautiful bird sounds in the background. Isn't it beautiful? It's nice to be outside, but of course it's easier shooting inside because we have clouds, as you can see in the background, coming and going, and the light levels change all the time, which is a bit of a pain for shooting videos, and obviously various sounds, whether there's airplanes going over or people cutting their grass, can get in the way. But let's see how far we can get today with this video. So it's a beautiful example. I'm going to be showing you a street hypnosis clip. You've seen this girl before. You can check that out in the info cards, also her induction. But today we're just doing, well, it's the last skit with this girl. So it's the last time you're going to see this girl on the channel, and it's a beautiful example of hypnotic amnesia, and it's amnesia of something that is her favourite nursery rhyme. So I'm not going to say more than that for now. Stay tuned afterwards because I'm going to break down that hypnosis clip and talk about what's going on and some of the sort of hypnotic language that I'm using to help reinforce that, and discussing whether it's needed or just belt and braces. So keep watching the video after the street hypnosis clip is finished. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big red subscribe button so you get notified every time a new video comes out. Click that bell notification next to the subscribe button. And if you have any comments about this video, any questions about this video, any comments or questions about skits you'd like to see, I don't want to make any promises. I know some people have been tagging saying, oh, when's the suggestion I made going to be on this YouTube channel? I don't always film when I'm out and about, and I'm not getting out and about every week. So please bear with me. If you've made a suggestion, I'm going to do my best to respond and shoot a video for that suggestion. But any comments, any questions, or even any suggestions you think might be cool, leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best just for you. In the meantime, let's watch the video.
You know, are overly excited about Deadpool just as much as you do enjoy Deadpool. That's all the excitement you have back inside you now. All that over-excitement's gone now. But just as quickly as that disappears, in a moment I'm going to ask you to wake up and tell me your favourite nursery rhyme. But halfway through, as much as it's your favourite nursery rhyme, you're just going to forget the lyrics. You're going to forget the words. You will not be able to remember the words. Nod your head, you understand. The more you try and remember them, the more they just disappear from your mind. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. So you're telling me you enjoy Twinkle Twinkle? It's a nice little nursery rhyme. I haven't heard it in a long time. Can you sing it for me?
Oh yeah, I'm so nervous. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder.
It is your favourite nursery rhyme?
Yeah.
Start again.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you... I can't remember.
You can't remember? Are you sure it's your favourite nursery rhyme? One more time. Try again.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder.
When I click my fingers, it starts to get funny that you can't remember. It gets funnier and funnier and funnier.
It's so funny because I always sing it to my sister, so
there you go.
Why I don't know.
Sing it again. It gets funnier and funnier.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder.
Funnier and funnier and funnier. It starts to become a belly laugh. Really funny. Feel that tickling belly. That's right. You start to laugh like a donkey.
I can't. No.
Start to laugh like a donkey. Now you start to laugh like a posh lady. And look at me and sleep now. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. The more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. Drifting, sinking down.
Wasn't she a great subject? She was a great star. I really loved her performance in that there. It's a nice, solid skit of just having some amnesia for your favourite nursery rhyme. And I actually had 2 skits in there because I was sort of embedding within that main skit, I was embedding that idea that she was laughing at the fact that she couldn't remember. So let's break that down. The first thing I had was an embedded suggestion. In the previous skit, I was telling her that she was fascinated with someone who was dressed as Deadpool. You can find, again, as I said earlier, the link to the previous videos up there in the info cards. So I was removing that, and in doing that, rather than just saying the main suggestion of you will not be able to remember that, your favourite nursery rhyme, what I was saying is just like that old suggestion disappears, you will not be able to remember it. So that's a little embedded suggestion within the main suggestion, linking things together, linking the idea that she already knew that she'd had that fascination and that suggestion was going to disappear. I'm embedding the main suggestion with a sub-suggestion, as it were. I then move on to say, add in a hypnotic loop. Now, what's a hypnotic loop? It's something that when you say that sentence, it sort of loops around again and again, making the suggestion stronger and stronger. What I was saying was, the harder you try to remember that nursery rhyme, the harder it gets. Now, obviously, the harder it gets, the harder you try to remember it, the harder you try to remember it, the harder it gets. So it will continually loop round to reinforce that idea of amnesia. So then wake her up, 1, 2, 3, wide awake, and say, what's your favourite nursery rhyme? Start to say it, and as she says it, she can't remember it. You can see that almost hypnotic loop kicking in, because the more she tries to remember it, she gets to that point where she slows down and says one word at a time until it just fades out of her conscious awareness. And, you know, the unconscious mind is taken over with that amnesia. So I then wake her up, 1, 2, 3, wide awake, and say, well, tell me your favourite nursery rhyme, and let's sing it. Now, she's quite timid, but she plays along, so it's great. She's a great subject. And listen to what happens. She can't remember the nursery rhyme. She gets so far, and she goes, And Mary had a lamb, fleeces white as snow, and everywhere. It's in there somewhere, but she cannot remember it. And the more she tries to remember it, the more she forgets. There's that hypnotic loop sort of kicking in. You can see that almost happening as you watch the video. Notice how I continue to layer in suggestions. This time it's a non-verbal suggestion. So her eyes are open, she's in the midst of the skit, but I'm still layering suggestions, because as I look at her, I say, you know, what's the nursery rhyme? How does it go? I'm looking confused, and that's a non-verbal suggestion to her that there's something going wrong here, something's not right, you're forgetting it. When you forget something, you go, oh, I don't know what it is. You sort of put your hands out, you wince your face, you squint a little, go, I don't know. So I'm giving that suggestion that I can't remember to sort of reflect that she can't remember. These are all suggestions in themselves, maybe non-verbal, because I'm not saying I can't remember either, can you? But I'm going, what is it? How does it go? And that all adds to the suggestion process. And she says at one point, I can't remember. And I echo that back. You can't remember? Now, again, another suggestion. It sounds like I'm purely echoing back to the average bystander. They're just saying, well, he's echoing what she's saying. She said she couldn't remember, and he's echoing it back. But it's more than that. I'm reinforcing her words, and I'm giving an embedded suggestion there again that you can't remember. So as much as it looks like I'm asking a question, I'm actually telling her you can't remember. So listen carefully to all these things. They're all suggestions, the non-verbal suggestions, the repetition of what she's saying, they all reinforce the idea of amnesia. Now, are they all needed? I don't know. But when you want to work through this, you know, to be belt and braces, it doesn't hurt. So my advice is you could probably get away without half of the suggestions I've given, but do it anyway. Be be belt and braces to make sure it works and to reinforce this. Now obviously we're in a street hypnosis setting, do a bit of fun hypnosis, but when you're in the therapy room, highly recommend you do 101 things from 101 different angles to make sure you get the perfect suggestion. So then I segue into getting her to laugh, and the more you try and remember, the funnier it gets, the funnier it gets. Now, is this clicking necessary? Is this an integral part of being a hypnotist, being able to click your fingers? It isn't. But what I'm doing in a way is every time I say funnier and funnier and funnier, I'm anchoring that noise to the idea of being funny. So it does reinforce things, but you can go funnier, 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 or you can just leave the anchoring out and just say it verbally. As when you look through, if you watch again, there's never a time when I click my fingers without saying the word funny, but it's just reinforcing the idea that it's getting funnier and funnier. Now, the first thing I say is, you're going to laugh like a donkey, and she says, no, I can't. She might be a bit embarrassed to do it. She might be, too, reserved to do that sort of thing. And she says no, and yet she makes a good effort at, well, laughing a bit like a donkey. And but I see that she's not comfortable doing that there, so I quickly segue across to, you laugh like a posh lady, and she titters a bit in a different way, and again, probably a bit more comfortable for her. And it's important, this is what I want to say, is it's important to always gauge the person that you're hypnotizing and their comfort level. I'm not really talking about the therapy setting here, but in the street hypnosis setting, you don't want people to feel embarrassed, ashamed, or laughed at in any way. This should be fun for everyone, for the spectators and for the subject you're hypnotizing. Never try and give the spectators a wonderful show at the expense of the person you're hypnotizing. I think that's a very important thing. So you watch me, if you watch that video back and you see me all the way through this, I'm constantly gauging whether she's enjoying herself as much as the people, her friends standing by, are watching it as well. And even though I don't personally feel this is a derogatory thing, it's not for me to feel that it's derogatory or not. It's about, how is the subject that you're hypnotizing, how are they experiencing things in that moment at that time, and judging things accordingly based on that. Hope that makes sense. Always take care of the subject you're hypnotizing, because as much as we're not taking control of them, that's not what hypnosis is. It looks like I'm making her forget her name, but I've given her the suggestion and she's accepted the idea that I will forget this. I have not made her forget it. I've not made her laugh in any certain way. And you will see videos on this channel where I've maybe said, you will dance, and the person's went, well, I don't know how to dance, and they just haven't danced. So if they're not comfortable doing something, they will not do it. So anything that she participated in, any responses that she gives, are based on her ability to be in control and enjoy that experience. And if she didn't do it to the highest extent, that's because she was controlling exactly how she responded in any one situation. So I hope that makes sense. Look after the person you're hypnotizing all the way through the process. And that's really it for this week. I hope you got some nice, valuable tips on language patterns, on hypnotic loops, and on embedded suggestions, and on the importance of looking after the person you're hypnotizing. Like I say, if you have any comments about this, any questions, leave it in the comment section below. I really love reading your comments, so please do drop a comment on the comment section below, and keep it positive. And if you want to contact me, if you want to check out my other social media platforms and stuff, look at the description section within this video. So make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big red subscribe button so you get notified. Click the bell notification button next to that subscribe button. I really love to do these videos for you, and your likes and subscribes and comments help raise the popularity of this channel and keep it alive for you guys to get more video entertainment from me and Feel Good Hypnosis. And if you want to learn hypnosis, again, contact me through the description section below. I'd love to connect with you and find out how we can work through and give you some training. As always, I release a new video every Sunday, so keep watching, and in the meantime, check out some of the other videos on the channel. See you next week.